Hello, my name is Bianca Schulte, and today we're going to be going over my personal brand. We're going to go over some different aspects of it, like the research, the results. We're going to do a social media rundown, so kind of go over each site that I'm on and discuss my branding, and also talk about some strengths and weaknesses regarding this brand. Okay, so we'll start with research. Okay, when we go to Bianca Schulte, which is my married name, there are definitely some things that are attributed to me. Like, for example, these two images here are my images. This is a presentation, actually, that I did during my bachelor's degree, and this is my digital painting of myself that is my profile picture for, I believe, Behance. Also, we see that this here is my Instagram. My Instagram page is definitely more personal. A lot of my children and my husband and I, so not related to my work. And then if you come down here, you'll see both of these videos are mine. That one is not. These are two presentations that I did during my master's degree here at Full Sail. There's also two different results from me. There's Bianca Schulte on Behance. So this here is my Behance page. Again, this is mostly my graphic design work. And as you can see, there's my picture. And then there's also, actually no, I take that back. This is not mine. I clicked on it though. Okay, again, here's my video, and then once we come in here, this is actually my slide on LinkedIn. So pretty cool. There are some results. I also go by Bianca González-Schulte, so I'd like to see how that's okay. So if you search me by my official name, Bianca González-Schulte, this is what's on my resume, or anytime I apply for a job, I use both names. It's on my driver's license. We definitely do see a lot more. Like, this here is me. So there's a lot of information on there that's pretty interesting. This is my portfolio, so definitely super important. If somebody's searching for me, I want them to come across this. I don't want it to be difficult for them. And let's see here, this is a project in my portfolio. This is my LinkedIn page, which is super important as well. And again, the slideshow. And then when we go to images, all of this is mine. All of this. This here is mine. This is mine. This is mine. This is mine. Mine. It's my husband's. Mine. 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 So again, I mean, the percentage of photographs that are my photos on here is pretty substantial when you look at, you compare. Looks like that covers them, though. Yeah, that looks like that's it. So definitely a lot of successful results there, which is great because that is what I go by, Bianca González-Schulte. Okay, so now we're going to travel over to Bing.com, and we're going to take a look on here. So I'm going to start with Bianca Schulte again, and then we'll go to Bianca González-Schulte. So on here, it definitely is more limited, it seems, in results. That there's me right there. on Behance, and there's no videos coming up. I'm not seeing anything else attributed to me. So the success on this search engine is definitely a little bit less. We do have here one of my slides from that SlideShare. Apparently that SlideShare is a great way to get results, but that seems to be it. This is also me, I'm sorry. This is also me. So let's go ahead and search Bianca González-Schulte. Okay, so Bianca González-Schulte, definitely a little more successful. Here I am. This is kind of nice. I get kind of a little description of what I do, and here's 2 of my images. This here is my LinkedIn page. Yep, there I am. And let's see here, what else? Oh, yeah, this is also mine. And there's my husband. So yeah, some stuff comes up. So it seems as though this might be, it's good that my official name is actually what comes up when people search for me. And there are more results, obviously, on Google. So let's see here. Okay. So we're going to go through a social media rundown. On social media, Facebook, I have 545 followers. I posted 17 times this month, and the date of last activity was on July 27th. On Instagram, I have 319 followers. My to-date posts are 605, and my last post was on the 25th of this month. On Pinterest, I have 66 followers, 349 posts, and my last post was on the 25th. Google Plus, definitely a little bit less. I have 11 followers on there, only have had 6 posts, and the last post was in September of 2016. On LinkedIn, I have 52 followers, and I can't seem to find out my posts, so I'm not sure. I do know I've posted about 3 or 4 times on there, and the dates of last activity were recent because I read an article, actually, I believe so, today, and I posted that. On Behance, I have 16 followers, and I've posted 26 times, and the last post was in March of 2018. So as we look at my profiles, I definitely do have consistent name on there. I think that's why you find much more in Bianca González-Schulte than Bianca Schulte. I know people would search as Bianca Schulte because they always go with the one name or either Bianca González. Now, and just to cover that real quick, if you put in Bianca González, the results are definitely a little different. I don't go by Bianca González anymore. I go by Bianca González-Schulte, but if somebody were to search Bianca González, they would find a model who is also an actress from the Philippines, and she literally has taken over Google. So she's obviously very popular, and she's got a lot of content. So coming across anything that is related to me is going to be a little bit difficult. So if anything, I will start changing the name to Bianca Schulte, but it's just so the results are a little bit more condensed. But Bianca González-Schulte, if you look at my portfolio, my LinkedIn, those are 2 of the more important websites because they're the professional websites, and also Behance is under Bianca Schulte, I believe, so that I might just change them all. No, they're all under Bianca. Gonzalez-Schulte. So those are consistent. I live in Port Orange. I work in Orlando. So that is also something that is consistent across the brand. Um, that's on all of my social media sites. So not doing too bad on that end. So what do I use these sites for? I've kind of covered that, but to go more into detail, social sites are definitely mostly for personal use. My Facebook is specifically for staying in contact with friends and family. When I do photography on the side, I do use my photography page, but it's currently deactivated because I'm not offering those services at the moment. Um, I'm an administrator in my parents' business page, which is Churros and Cream, but I haven't been active in that either because they've taken over since I've built it for them. My Behance and my LinkedIn are geared towards establishing my professional brand and professional presence online. I've fallen a little bit behind at updating it, but I do try to keep it as current as I can. These pages are definitely becoming very relevant, and I need to keep them updated a little bit better. So my personal websites are my Tumblr, which I'm going to pull up really quick. This was made specifically for the Mastery Journal, and let me just pull it up. I'm sorry. Let me just search myself here. And here I am. Okay, so here's my Tumblr. It definitely, it's something I want to spend a lot more time working on building after I complete this degree. I would definitely love to start writing material based on my experience in the digital marketing field. I'm interning at the YMCA of Central Florida, which is a nonprofit organization, and it's just now making the transition into digital marketing. So if I do happen to get offered a position there that's full-time, my first project would actually be working with the director of digital marketing, and we'd be conducting a SWOT analysis on the 26 different locations of the YMCA. And as you can imagine, this is a major project. It requires me to go to each location and basically speak with the director of membership, the front desk, anybody there who has insight on the SWOT for that location, and really kind of try to discern their needs and figure out what the best strategy is for each when it comes to our ads and whatever marketing strategy we choose to use for them. So this is something that I find super interesting, and I would love to write more about, kind of like a case study, once I do start conducting those analysis on each location. My portfolio, which is right here, my portfolio is a display of all the work I've done, well, some of the work I've done as a graphic designer. A lot of the work as a freelancer I can't display as my own because the companies that I've worked for are a little bit sensitive about that. But this is definitely one of those things that I use in a professional capacity to acquire freelance contracts as often as I can. See, these here are some marketing materials that I've made for the city of Port Orange and local churches, etc. I would like to transition this portfolio so that it reflects both the digital marketing and the graphic design, since I do both. I would like to, once I've done a few campaigns to kind of give an idea of those campaigns and what I'm capable of, basically. So this will be very useful also for the digital marketing. When you look at all of these sites together, I would say my portfolio is definitely my authoritative site. It's what I want people to see, and this is going to change. The layout is going to change, but this is what I want people to find when they look for me. And this is going to be my home base. Excuse me. So when you look at the strengths of the websites, I'd say that having things consistent across the board is a strength. I could definitely improve that a little bit with the name. I'm going to keep them all Bianca Gonzalez-Schulte, no Bianca Schulte, but it seems like you can find me with either one and find the same sites. There's also nothing questionable related to my name, which I've been very careful about what I post online. And so, especially being a mother with kids, you obviously want your online to reflect who you are offline. And so I'm very careful. I don't like posting anything that's too controversial. So I think that's also a benefit, because keeping it professional is something that companies are looking for. I would also say that that I have an account on most social media sites. The only thing I could change on that end is I would definitely add a Twitter. I haven't gotten into Twitter yet. I know it's the way to go, and everybody's told me that I'm a little bit behind on that end, but it's kind of been one of those things that I just haven't done. As far as the weaknesses go, the first weakness that I plan on improving immediately is lack of activity in the variety of platforms. So my go-to was Facebook. I've actually removed it from my phone because it was too distracting. And I try really hard not to be distracted by extra things. There's so much going on in life that Facebook can be overwhelming. But I would like to post more on like Google Plus, kind of grow my following on there. I would also like to post more on Pinterest and things that are a little bit less consuming than Facebook, but also still build my presence online. I think creating infographics and using more posting on SlideShare obviously is a great way to get your name out there. So those are things that I would definitely start doing more of. Another weakness is the pictures on my professional sites. I really would like to do a professional portrait and post those instead of the ones that I have currently. I just haven't had the time. That's something that I plan on doing when this degree ends, and kind of getting all of that, having a nice professional look as well as a professional, clean, fresh, and updated site. Lastly, I really want to post more content that reflects my interest in digital marketing. So right now, if you look for me online, you'll see that obviously I have some experience in graphic design, but the reality is I got my master's in digital marketing because I enjoy it a lot more. I do like graphic design, but it's not a career for me, not a permanent career at least. So it's really important to me that I show more of what I can do in the digital marketing space. So moving forward, I kind of touched on that a little bit in the last when I spoke about the weaknesses, but like I said, I'll be spending a lot of time working on my personal brand online. I want to solidify my presence as a digital marketer and graphic designer by creating original content, and ideally my name should appear with results relevant to these two things, not just the one, almost eliminating the presence of my personal sites, which I would like to keep for personal use just because I do post pictures of my children on there. I don't necessarily want them all over Google or any search engine. I understand they go everywhere on Instagram. But I do try to keep my private things private. So thank you so much for looking over this brand with me. I really hope that this has been insightful, and if you have any suggestions, I would love to hear them, because I want to really work on perfecting my online presence so that it appeals to everybody, especially in the professional industry. So thank you and have a great day.